So, welcome to another wonderful video. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be wonderful yet. Your boy has been having a day, Murphy's Law and all that. If you know, you know. If you don't know, don't worry about it. But yeah, we're just gonna do the review because your boy is literally living in the past and Monday is Thursday, apparently. So, yeah, and we'll probably have to do the predictions video today or tomorrow because there's a Friday fixture. So, yeah, my life is going great. Yeah. Who's ever seen Victorious? I don't know what I'm trying to say this now. Who's ever seen Victorious? And literally, this intro is just so what this intro is. But yeah, like Victorious, the dude that literally just walks around going, "My life's going great." Or was it? It was either Victorious or it was I called it. I think it was Victorious, and the guy like just walks around telling them, "My life's going great." You just know that he's lying about everything. But yeah, my life's going great. And yeah, we're gonna get into the review show. We're gonna start with the first game back from the international break. Of course, there was one last weekend. Not this past weekend, the other weekend before that. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't in the past. So yeah, Crystal Palace 3 against Tottenham 0. Edouard coming on as a substitute and scoring 2 goals against 10 men. Tottenham, who actually at this point scored 3 goals and considered none. They had 3 wins from 3, 9 points. Top of the table. They had a chance to secure their place at top of the table for another week, and they got put in a splilato as one of a popular Tottenham fan would say. Shout out to Expressions. That's his thing. They got put in the split apparently. So yeah, 3-0. Zaha with the penalty, which was a penalty by Ben Davis after a red card for Ready to Tango. Well, no, that's not the name he used for him. But yeah, Tanganga got a red card after being incited by Zaha at first with a terrible tackle actually on Zaha. That was justified, the anger from Zaha, and the referee didn't give a foul initially, so he was justified to be angry. And then of course he went into another poor tackle and got himself sent off. So yeah, after that point, Zaha puts away the penalty, and then Edouard comes on, scores after 27 seconds or something, and then scores again at the end, before the end of the game, to make it 3-0. So Tottenham now have scored 3 goals and considered 3 goals, and they're now stuck on 9 points. And there's even talk of, they might be on 9 points after they play Arsenal. I don't remember who the next game is. I think it's a tough game. It might be it might be Chelsea. I'm not sure about that. I think it is Chelsea next game, so might lose that game, and then there's Arsenal. That would be 9 points, and Arsenal can beat Burnley and beat Tottenham and be on 9 points. So cheer up, Arsenal. It might not be all bad, never know. Yeah, still gotta win the games though, attackers. And then speaking of Arsenal, they did get a first win of the season, the first points of the season, the first goal of the season. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scoring after Pepe. That was a strange goal. He hit the post twice, and the ball bubbled off him and fell kindly for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to tap into the empty net. And yeah, there was suspicion about offside. I don't know why there was suspicion about offside. That clearly came off Pepe while he was right in front of goal, and Aubameyang was clearly behind the ball, so I don't know why there was any question, but it is what it is. In the era of VR, there'll always be question about offsides. Yeah, Aubameyang taps it in. Arsenal celebrate like they won the World Cup and the Super Bowl and the Premier League and the Champions League and Copa Libertadores and the World Club Cup. Everything all combined, they celebrate like they've won the NASCAR as well, and they've won the WWE Championship all at once. So yeah, typical Arsenal, celebrating being the team that is now 20th in the league, I believe, 1-0 at home. So, well, they were 20th in the league, so I guess that's something to celebrate. They're now 16th. So, yeah, typical Arsenal performance. Yeah, well, nothing more to say. 1-0 victory over Norwich City. And then you got Brentford against Brighton over the Albion. Yeah, the Bees lost. And by the way, I'm not doing a prediction reaction for week 3 because, yeah, like I said, it's already Thursday, and that's just going to be too much work for your boy. I got way too much stuff going on in my personal and professional life to be doing a reaction video that I should have done on Monday on Thursday. It's past. We're going to just do the reaction. We're going to do a prediction video, like I said, today or tomorrow, and then we're going to do a reaction for that one. Just know your boy did terrible because I remember predicting that Brentford were going to win it. We're going to win this game, I think, or either we're going to win or draw. I think I predicted they were going to win, and they definitely did not win. Brighton were able to bounce back from that disappointing 2-0 defeat. on match day 3 with a 1-0 victory. In the last minute, Leandro Trossard handing the Bees their first defeat back in the Premier League. First of many. Few people who had them going down, you'd hope for sure. Otherwise, you look at a right Pratt. But yeah, speaking of Pratt's team lost the next game against Manchester City. Dennis Pratt, I think, if he's still at Leicester City, a dominant performance from Manchester City, but they were only able to find the way to go off a deflected shot. They came over to Bernardo Silva. It was a strange goal, but yeah. I guess they were saving all their goals for the game against Leipzig because that game just ended 6-3, was it yesterday? So yeah, they were saving all their goals for that game because they knew they were going to need it, thanks to Christopher Nkunku and the hat-trick boy. But yeah. City found a way, and Leicester City lost, I believe, for the second time this season because they lost to West Ham, that 4-1 defeat before in match day 2. So, the defeat to Manchester City, standard result, and those last 3 games we talked about all ended 1-0. Well, if you're wondering where all the goals were, apparently they were all at Old Trafford, and they all were coming in the second half against Manchester United with a 4-1 victory over Newcastle United. Of course, I've done a reaction video, player ratings, and all of that about that, and this result has been already the fact that we went top of the league with this result has been diluted a little bit. That was the word. Diluted a little bit by the fact that we lost away at Young Boys. Check out my video reacting to that defeat and the player ratings for that one as well. I didn't do. I thought I said I did the player ratings for Newcastle. I did not do that because I couldn't watch the game because my internet wasn't working at that point for some reason. So yeah, it is what it is. 4-1. Ronaldo scored twice. Bruno Fernandes with a Waldy, and Jesse Lingard also scored, but then he turned out to give away the winning goal for Young Boys on Tuesday, which I am not salty about. Stop bringing it up. Why are you bringing it up? Stop bringing it up. God, just let it go. Jeez. But yeah, 4-1 to United, top of the league they are, and yeah, it is what it is. And then speaking of top of the league and not top of the league, West Ham, who were top of the league after the first 2 round of fixtures, found themselves drawing 0-0 at St. Mary's against Southampton. A drab game, not much happened. It is what it is. That's just the kind of thing. I said not much happened. Mikel Antonio got sent off, and he's their leading scorer in the Premier League of all time. So I guess that's something substantial when they have Manchester United coming up next week at home. So yeah, they probably would have needed him for that game. So I guess something substantial did happen. But good news is he can play against Dinamo Zagreb in the Europa League on Thursday, which is today. He can play in that game. Check out that game. That's going to be an exciting game. I'm not going to be able to watch it because I'm going to be playing soccer at that time, but I'm going to definitely be seeing the highlights. And yeah, cheering West Ham on, because the only time I don't cheer them on is when they play against us. So yeah, I like West Ham a lot. And then going on to the next game, Watford against Wolverhampton Wanderers. That was a really good game for Wolves. They finally got their first win of the season, and they scored 2 goals, and they kept their first clean sheets of the season as well, to move themselves out the bottom of the table and still stay above Arsenal. And they did not celebrate like they won the Royal Rumble and the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League all combined at the same time. They just took it on their stride. Wang Hee-chan, who is somebody I really like a lot, personally and professionally. Of course, I know him personally. Of course, I know Wang Hee-chan personally. Why wouldn't I know Wang Hee-chan personally? Of course, I know him personally. Well, anyway, I like him. He's a really good player. He scored his first goal in the Premier League as well, English football overall. And I think it was an own goal, a spectacular own goal that opened the scoring for Wolves against Watford as well. So yeah, a good result for Wolves. Watford, of course, looking in trouble a little bit now. That 3-2 victory to start the season now looking like a distant memory. They definitely needed that win over Aston Villa, which they luckily were able to keep. I think they've lost their next 3 games after that, or maybe they've drawn 1 as well. I'm not sure. And I know they lost to Spurs right before the international break, so I think they have lost their last 3 games now. And then the final game at Stamford Bridge, the final game of the day, of the first day back from the first international break of the season, Chelsea against Aston Villa, and Ronaldo scored 2. So Romelu Lukaku also had to score 2, and now he's got 3 goals in the Premier League, still behind Bruno Fernandes, of course. But yeah. a good performance for Chelsea. It was not a good performance for Chelsea. Just like it wasn't a good performance for Manchester United against Newcastle, but both of them, they got the results by 3 goals, and they both then Chelsea are second and United are first. So not much to complain about. Although Chelsea did win their Champions League game, unlike some other teams. Manchester United. But yeah, Chelsea 3-0 victors. I can't remember who scored the other goal. But Lukaku scored 2. I guess that's all that matters. The first one was a really good finish. Cut inside Axel Tuanzebe, who is on loan at Aston Villa for Manchester United. So that was a painful one to watch. And of course, he thundered in the 3rd goal. Oh yeah, the 2nd goal was a shocking mistake. A back pass, not too dissimilar to Jesse Lingard's back pass against Young Boys. Yeah, a back pass into Kovacic, and he finished 3 comfortably. So his first goal, I believe, for Chelsea, Kovacic. Yeah, and Lukaku got his first 2 goals at Stamford Bridge ever. So because he never scored for Man United at Stamford Bridge, and I'm not salty about that either. But yeah, it is what it is. Now moving on to Sunday, which was the second to last game of the week. We had Leeds United, Leeds at Ellen Road, taking on the first Big 6 team that were welcoming home. Of course, they played United at Old Trafford already and got smashed. And it wasn't too dissimilar because Liverpool came out with a 3-0 victory to move into 3rd place, really move into 2nd place because they also 11 on points with Chelsea and scored the same number of goals and considered the same number of goals. So they are 2nd place, joint with Chelsea as well. So yeah, comfortable victory. Salah getting his 100th Premier League goal. Mane scoring as well. And in between that, I can't even remember who scored the second. Oh yeah, Fabinho scored the tap in, I think. So yeah, it is what it is. 3-0 victory. Leeds offered not much in the game. They had a couple of moments in the first half, but the strike getting sent off for a tackle that led to an injury for young Harvey Elliott. Thoughts and prayers go to him. So unlucky. You know, that boy came into the team for Liverpool and he was looking saucy. He was looking hella good. It's really unfortunate to see him go out injured, and it's painful, of course, for somebody like me that loves seeing young players come through and do their thing and get to the levels that they can get to, like Phil Foden and Alexander Arnold and Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford when he did that as well. By the way, that's been 7 years ago. I was just thinking, wow, that's crazy. That was 7 years ago that Marcus Rashford did that. That's insane. This is the 7th season since he came. It wasn't 7 years ago. This is the 7th season since he did that. Of course, he came through in the second half of the season, so it would have to be the second half of like next year for it to be 7 years. But yeah, he came through and he did his thing, and yeah, I love seeing young players come through and show the world what they can do. So it's very painful to see Harvey Elliott come into the team, and hopefully he can get back into this team when he comes. It's Jurgen Klopp, so you know he'll be fair. And Pep Guardiola, they will be fair enough to the young stars, and they give them opportunities to grow and develop. Except their name Sancho for Pep Guardiola. But yeah, you know, hopefully he will be able to come back in the team and continue to do his thing. But it is what it is in that case, isn't it? Unlucky for him, really unlucky for him, really unlucky for Liverpool. People complain about the strike red card. At the end of the day, yeah, it didn't go in with intent to hurt him, but it did hurt him, and you cannot ignore that. You can't just not take that into consideration in the decision and go, oh, he didn't mean to hurt him, so it's fine. No, it's not fine. It still hurt him, and he still went in without any cognizance of what impact that could have on his opponent, and he did it. So he hurt him anyway. So it doesn't matter if he went in trying to hurt him. He still hurt him. You can't not take that into consideration. He has to be punished for that. And yeah, red card. And I was also, I wouldn't say happy, but I was satisfied to see that his red card wasn't rescinded. I wouldn't have rescinded it because you can't just not punish someone for that. Human Son did something similar to Gomez, and he got away with it because he got to play the games after that. I did not agree with that decision. I agree with this decision. Don't rescind it. I think that was a big mistake from the FA with Human Son again when that happened to Andre Gomez, because somebody has to be punished. It doesn't matter if there was no intention. You still hurt the opposition. It doesn't matter. Like if you're firing a weapon somewhere and it hits somebody, you can't say, oh, I didn't know they were there, I didn't mean to hit them. You still kill them, it doesn't matter. Like, you're still gonna get punished for it. You're not gonna get as punished as, if you can prove that it was an accident. You're not gonna get as punished as you would if it was intentional, but you'd still get punished. You won't just walk away scot-free. So that same logic has to apply to football. You can't just stay there and hurt somebody and go, oh, well, yeah, I didn't mean to do it. Well, that's fine, but you still have to get punished because somebody did get hurt. So, I spent way too much time on this game, by the way. 3-0 victory for Liverpool. And then, of course, the final game of the weekend, Everton moving into 4th place. Manchester City, were of course, 4th after that. They scored 11 goals and considered none in the last 3 games, so they moved into 4th place. But they were replaced by Everton, who picked up that, also moved up to 10 points alongside Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester United with a 3-1 victory over Burnley. A really, really good performance from them in the second half. Of course, Burnley put them under a lot of pressure in that first half, but as soon as they got themselves level, there was only going to be one winner, and I said Andre Gray. Demarai Gray scored a wonderful goal after a stunning pass from Abdoulaye Doucouré. The third goal, that was an incredible goal. And Burnley opened the scoring through Ben Mee, I believe. And I'm struggling to remember who scored the other goals for. Oh yeah, Townsend scored a stunning goal as well. He always does that, doesn't he? A stunning goal. The second goal was unbelievable from Andros Townsend. From downtown, he just whacked that in all the way. And Michael Keane also scored as well to equalize for Everton. So a great result for Benitez, who puts his team in the top 4. 11 points with top of the table, Leeds United. So yeah, they're going strong. They're doing well. They're doing their own thing, and they're going through the season. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes. Of course, you can tell I'm not as excited as I probably would be by the fact that my team is actually top of the table, because we just, like I said, we just diluted that result. Typical United, not even letting the salt dry or whatever, not even letting the ink dry on the fine print of Manchester United top of the table before they go and mess it up in Switzerland against Young Boys. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. Went over 15 minutes in this video, so that's great as well. My day is just going fantastic. I'm going to be out. Thank you for watching again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And your boy is going to be out. I'm going to see you probably either today or tomorrow for the prediction video. Possibly tomorrow, because I think I might be too tired to do it today. I might try to take a nap before I have to go play soccer. Or maybe I'll just do it now. I don't know. Not really sure. But I'm going to be out. Thank you for watching. Peace.